Music for me is never just a filler of a boredom or a pastime hobby. Music is embedded in my soul. It is the drive for my existence and my constant source of joy. It has taught me to persevere against all odds and stand the test of time. It has helped me become who I am today and will continue to help me shape for the future.
Out of all the colleges in our city, I choose to go to Central Philippine University just because they had a Battle of the Bands contest during University Week. It seems like a shallow reason, but at that time it was a defining reason for me. I took up Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Even now and then, grab some time to play music, be it during a class presentation or during lunch break, whenever possible. At one school events, I saw this amazing band. They call themselves MJA or Mighty Ja.
Sa batong walang kabuhay-buhay, naghihintay sa pagdating ng isang sandali. Nabubukas rin ang pinto ng langit at tayo'y makakauwi.
They played good music. They sounded like no other. A fusion of rock, rap, and reggae, but they had a distinct sound. John Randolph was their vocalist, a very humble, cool, and funny guy. They inspired me because they wrote their own songs and they had a mission to spread the gospel with music everywhere, even at rehabilitation centers. They opened my mind to the possibility of creating rock music with relevant lyrics. As a fan, I approached one of their members and asked for details about them. She was a session keyboardist for the band named Christine Aranya. We later on became friends and formed an acoustic band named Zephyr, which meant a soft, gentle breeze. I invited my friend Aryan Gift Salabao to be the vocalist and later on added Jerry Funtilon, who was also a session drummer for MJA. We performed maybe only twice, then decided to form a rock band. I invited my schoolmate Benjamin Bonifacio, also known as Itzot, to be the guitarist. Christine Aranya then became the bassist and we made our own songs. But the greatest challenge we encountered was not about creating music, but rather not having instruments to play with. Despite this, we persevered and adopted. We used old pocketbooks as a drum set during practice and played acoustic guitars instead of electric ones. And whenever we had extra money, we'd go to a music studio called Prism. I remember one time we had a fun experience there. They were offering recording services, and so one day we decided to avail it. The lady in charge took a cassette recorder and placed it in front of us, and that was it. The recording session. We met a very influential band at Prism during one of our practice sessions. We already recognized them as soon as we saw them behind the glass. They were called Diet of Worms. We befriended them until they became like a brother to us, that whenever they had an event, they tag us along. O12 or 012 was an iconic place where bands meet, jammed almost every weekend. Some of the most famous bands in the local scene back then were Point Click Kill, Candy Flip, Mja, just to name a few. Sometimes the guitarist of Diet of Worms, Melvin Posadas, would join our band as a session bassist whenever Christine was unavailable. Or sometimes when Jerry Funtilon wasn't available, we'd invite other drummers like Paulo Miguel Changha, John Henry Tegayon. As a band, we didn't have the opportunity to record our original songs, but we had great memories together, just like when we joined the Red Horse Music Laban, where we reached the regional finals. And I even remember bringing books to that event because I had to study for an exam the next day. We were also once offered a contract by a big record label. All of the band members were willing to commit except one, Aryan, the vocalist. She turned it down because she thought the label was too mainstream and she wanted our band to be in the underground scene. Her decision ultimately initiated our downfall. Our differing personal priorities back then also did not help. We separated ways, though unofficially.